Hannah. Welcome to The Corner.
Hello.
Hello. From now on, we decided to make a podcast for you. The reason for this is in order to give you a little bit more leeway on how you listen to the important information that we have to give you. We're going to give you the highlights here, so it's going to be kind of like a highlight reel. And following the next slides, you should be able to click on the links of the important things that have to do with specifically your grade level or maybe your subject. Anyways, so let's get started. I'm going to start you off with a DLC dispatch, and these are the news that I have for you. Mastery Connect is gone, but we have access to Aware testing. If you'd like to learn more about it, do not hesitate to reach out. You know how to find me. I am more than happy to show you how to create Aware tests and how to grade them and all that stuff. We no longer have 1 terabyte in OneDrive due to Microsoft decreasing the available storage. So if you are an email hoarder like myself, start deleting the old ones because you don't need them and you just need the space. Now we only have 100 gigabytes of storage.
I don't know what that means.
Last but not least, between the months of September towards the end of October, we have the MFA pushing security. So education is a highly targeted industry for cyber attacks. As part of our ongoing effort to keep staff and students safe, multi-factor authentication will be pushed to all Frisco ISD staff Google accounts.
I was going to ask you what MFA means, but then you said it.
Yeah. So this layer of security will be added by prompting the you for additional information. So what you have to do is just secure your account. You will receive an email from cybersecurity@friscoisd.org with instructions for completing the setup process. Here is the important thing. Your Google account will be locked if it's not completed by 11:59 p.m. when that email goes out. So be on the lookout. If I hear of a specific date when that comes out, I'll shoot you an email to remind you. They did say that because of some of the authentication issues, they do recommend to download the Google Authenticator app, just like we have the Microsoft one for our emails and whatnot. Anyway, just keep in mind, I know it's an extra step, but it is in order for us to keep our data safe. I've been telling students about how we're targeted because it's brand new information. The bad people want to grab all the information from our students because they can easily crash their credit before they even graduate high school. So your information is also attached to it. So let's be safe.
Okay. My turn?
Yep.
Okay. We should have said this at the beginning, but you could also treat this video like a podcast. I know I like to listen to podcasts on my way home, and so you don't have to watch us. You can just listen to us, share the information, and then that way it's one less thing to read. We do encourage you, like Orsi said on the next slides, to actually click on the links because we're just kind of giving you the highlights, but we want to make it fun because we know that the information that we have to share with you is super important. It's required that we share it with you, but you get a lot of information. So we're trying to make it fun and also peep the matching hats.
Hey. Also, one more way for us to connect.
Yes. Okay, so some of my information is the same from last week. Just a reminder about assessments. We're in that beginning of year assessment window. So the STEM Scopes assessment window closes on the 20th. Same with DRAs. M-Class, kindergarten, your window it ends on September 30th. So you have the rest of the month. And then it's optional for first and second grade. I know first and second grade, you guys in the past have liked to do it just to have that data, but it is optional. Any information regarding those assessments, the links, is all on the GPS, and it's also linked on last week's newsletter. Pre-K has an upcoming assessment, the CLI Circle assessment from 9/9 to 9/20. Some updates from the curriculum department. There are now science CER progression plans linked on the GPS. It's under the Science and Social Studies Instructional Resources tab. I know that that is kind of an adjustment for us, really implementing those CERs. And so remember to look at the progression. A lot of it is shared writing in the younger grades. So check those out. And then getting to know your readers as you guys are finishing up DRAs. You might want to know more about your kiddos as readers and make it fun and engaging. So I've linked in some activities that you could do in order to get to know them as readers a little better. And then last but not least, I just want to encourage you to attend any professional learning opportunities that the district provides. I will keep the FISD Collaboratives document linked in my newsletter so that you can click on that and check for upcoming sessions, times. There's also the links to register in there. Pre-K, you have your own separate link for professional learning, but I'll have them on my newsletter linked. So, and remember, if you attend any professional learning after school, or even if you watch a recording on the GPS, there's a professional learning tab. If you click on it, there's so many videos that you can watch. And so if you do that, if you watch a video, if you attend a professional learning, send me like maybe 2 takeaways, something that stuck out to you, something that resonated with you, and I will put Tiki tokens in your box. Okay?
May I insert a shout out? I think Miss McKinney is actually really good at that.
Yes, Miss McKinney does a fantastic job with this. Anytime I send out a video recording, she watches it and sends me her takeaways. She did one on the Studies Weekly that I sent out a couple weeks ago, so way to go, Miss McKinney.
Be on the lookout.
Are we ready for mine?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So the biggest thing I need to talk about is a snapshot. I've mentioned it before, but it's due on the 18th of October. And I send out detailed information with a video and all that so you know how to manage that. It seems a lot more difficult than it really is. It's a matter of just getting a Seesaw going that's already made for you and deliver it to your students, Seesaw, and then they take their computers out into the pod, they record themselves speaking, and then you rate their speaking. So it sounds a lot more difficult than it really is, but the kids have fun doing it. I know some teachers have already done that. If you need any help at all, please let me know.
Way to go.
Way to go. And I'm going to be checking Seesaw too. So I'll be going in, you might see me leaving some notes and things like that because they really want to make sure that we're doing this with great integrity, that we're not just rating a kid just what we think, but that there's some data to back it up. And as a reminder, I've made little printouts of the different Seesaw activities available. So if your student wants to have a hard copy in front of them, they can see that. That way that when they're speaking, recording themselves, they know what the questions that they're going to be talking about and have that in front of them. Couple other things I want to mention is we're going to start doing the accommodations for your EBs. I'll be coming to plannings. We'll probably start that September 24th. I'll meet with some grade levels then, and then October 1st. And we'll just spend maybe 5-10 minutes of your planning just getting that done so it's over with. And we're going to work really hard this year at really finalizing or just making just a couple of accommodations and not just clicking away, but just a couple that we can really work well to make sure that we're not over-promising, because whatever we put in there, we have to do. So those are my 2 main things I want to mention. And then on our newsletter, I just have some information about the newcomer progress report. It's an optional assessment that you can include with report cards, things like that when we get to that point. But it's just an additional way to measure your students' abilities. A lot of those with limited English skills can do different things to show that they do understand their learning. They just might not have the English words to say that. And also getting your bilinguals to speak more in the classroom, lowering that affective filter. So, building fluency through choral readings, model correct phrases, sentence stems, all that good stuff. That's about it.
I'm going to do a shameless plug here. If you have any EBs that are interested, you can send information about Duolingo home. Duolingo is free for all students, and even for you if you want to get, into another language or whatever. But Duolingo helps, and shout out to Miss Tatum. She has a student who speaks no English. And she has been doing everything to make sure that she is assessing the academics of the student rather than just the language. So, yay! Use all your tools. Another shameless plug, School AI. allows you to translate, and it also allows you to assess academically the level of those students. We are not supposed to be testing them in their language because it's not fair, but that doesn't mean that they don't know the content. Anyways, in lieu of College Week, we have a trivia for you. The three of us went to UNT for our master's program.
And principal certification.
Principal certification, currently in it.
But she's almost done.
Almost done. Yay! So anyways, if you text us or email us the mascot of UNT, you will earn yourself some ticket tokens.
Ooh.
And remember, the more ticket tokens you get, I believe one of the prizes is what? Getting your duty covered?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That was popular at the end of the year last year.
So let's do that.
Save up.
Save up. And we're more than willing to cover your duty so you can have a longer time to hang out with your team or make copies or whatever it is. I know the list is ongoing. Anyway, we're here. You know how to find us, where to find us. Reach out. And hope you like this. Let us know. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, give
we
us
love
feedback.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Until next time.